hold on to your hats and jackets, ladies and gentlemen, because you're about to ride the wildest ride on the wilderness. Hey, friend. Oh, there we are. Happy Monday. Welcome to another YouTube video. How are you guys? Like, how was your weekend? What's going on? So this is a non-planned video, just, you know, a little spontaneous something on a Monday. You know, I always got thoughts, always got things to say. I did, when I was younger, get in trouble a lot for talking. Man. And now I have a place where I can just talk and I don't get in trouble. Also, I'm a stay-at-home mom, so Lord knows I need somebody to talk to. But before we get started, oh wait, what's that guy doing? Always in the drawers. Always in the drawers. Also, you're like, why is she wearing a hat? You going to Disneyland? You work at Disneyland? No, but my hair is a hot mess express, and I was like, I need something to cover it up because I didn't do it and I haven't washed it, and now I just look like I'm pioneering my way into 2020. Okay. Before we sit down and just have a little encouragement chat, because it is a mountain moving Monday, and yeah, it's been one of those weekends of, I'm sure we're all reflecting, especially with the passing of Kobe, which is just so incredibly heartbreaking. But I bet a lot of us have been just thinking some reflective thoughts. Anyways, before we get started, wow, okay. I want to count how many times my face does this in a day. I love you, Zay. Okay, let's get a matcha and get started. Frothy milk. Also going to put cinnamon, and also going to put some honey in it. We got my my gold digger mug, and we got this Amazon. Oh my gosh, I can talk. I promise. This matcha on Amazon, they had a Prime Flash deal for like $20, so I jumped on that. Okay, this is good. This is good. I am no expert at the green tea. The fourth word I have butchered. I am no expert at the green tea latte at all. I just got a frother in the year 2020, and I am just experimenting. So, oh wow. Back to the hair situation. Just ignore it and enjoy Indiana Jones today. Indiana Jonesa. Indiana Jonesa is what I like to say. I'm sitting here. It's a beautiful Dallas day in the afternoon, and I'm like, really? Sidekick. You're gonna have to get it together. Okay, So I woke up this morning and I was just not feeling it. Like, not ready for the week. Okay. Whoa. I would never understand why that would ever happen to a mom. Okay? So maybe this is even for all my moms out there. I don't know. This is where I am in my stage of life. So this is really an encouragement to myself and maybe to all the moms. And maybe you're not a mom. And maybe you're just feeling exhausted already. And it's not even the end of, well, it is the end of January. So I feel like recently the Lord, the way he has been speaking to me is like the ultimate encourager dad and coach at times. And man, God believes in us so much. Like he created us, so he knows what we're capable of. And this morning, I'm just like, okay, what is on your heart, Lord? Also, this is another video I'm going to be doing about quiet times as moms. I get this question so many times, but it is possible. So, that's another video coming up. Anyways, Ephesians 4 is where I'm coming from today. It says, I want you to get out there and walk. Better yet, run on the road God called you to travel. I don't want any of you sitting around on your hands. I don't want anyone strolling off down some path that goes nowhere. And mark that you do this with humility and discipline, not in fits and starts, but steadily pouring out for each other in acts of love. Alert at noticing differences and quick at mending fences. Then it goes into talk about how we are all called to travel on the same road. That is right. But here's the deal. But that doesn't mean you should all look and speak and act the same. Out of the generosity of Christ, each of us is given his own gift. Your own gift. That is where I want all of us in 2020 to recognize. I saw a video. So again, everyone and their mom knows about the unbelievable tragedy of Kobe Bryant passing. I grew up watching him. My dad was a huge basketball fan. I played basketball. My dad was my coach. And so, marrying Frederick, who was also a college basketball player, a high school and college basketball player. Basketball is such a huge part of our lives. And just seeing that bond between him and his daughter, just like, it is literally shook me to my core and just brought back so many memories. And if some of you guys don't know, I lost my dad a year ago. All that to say, I saw a quote from Kobe. I guess he was, or it was a video of him like doing some crazy dance in high school and then figuring out that no, he like doesn't need to be a hip hop dancer. He needs to go play basketball. But he said, I'm all for diversifying when you're young, but then pick something you are passionate about. And I think that's what God's talking about here, is that he says he handed out gifts above and below, filled heaven with his gifts, filled earth with his gifts for you to use to serve others, to love others with. But it just made me like wake up and think, life is not promised. We don't know our time or when that is wrapping up, and God has something very special for each of us to give and be generous with. I know we've been talking a lot about diligence and consistency, which is all part of this. And what really sticks out is mark that you do this with humility and discipline, not in fits and starts. Okay, let me talk about fits and starts. This is another part. So 2 parts of this video. One, you have a gift And you need to recognize that you are gifted in maybe one thing, and maybe you are the 10 talent woman or man, and you just need to learn how to hone in and work on them. Another thing is, no, my battery's died. Oh my gosh. Fits and starts. Okay, say you're the person you've already recognized. I have the gift. I have the gift. I've got time. I can do that later. You know, I'm only 20 something. I'm only 30 something. Or maybe you're 60 something and you're like, well, my time is over. Like, that's for the young people. That's a gift for the young people. No. So back to me not feeling it this morning. I can get really lost in my feelings. Okay, this is a Drake special. In my feelings all day long. And I am pushing this year, y'all, and I am not gonna be led by feelings. Even this video, I was like, I don't wanna talk about this. I just wanna, like, I don't know, do other things. And but we're literally so passionate about this channel too. But I think the enemy's biggest way of stopping us right now is feelings, like just not feeling it. And so what can happen? I'm just not feeling it. I don't feel like doing that. Oh, I'm just not feeling it. Y'all, if we live by our feelings, we're gonna get nothing done. That literally made me think, there's so many people that actually have to show up to their jobs. Like, people depend on their jobs. You know, not just a Kobe situation where I'm like, I'm sure he did not feel like working out. I mean, I'm sure my husband doesn't feel like working out, but that man can work out. And I'm always like, I don't feel like it.
That's called this guy.
You have slobber on.
Yeah. It was
Look who I found.
The teething baby monster just arrived and just got a hold of my shoulder. But it's okay.
As a dad, I'm like far. Anyways, my battery died and I am so happy about it because guess who's here?
Yes, I made the video.
So I kind of
got some saliva on my shoulders from Zane, but it's okay.
Well, I feel like you're
real
so
dad.
Tall.
That's proof that I'm a real dad right there.
You're a real dad.
Saliva, and I don't care. Actually, I do care. It's bothering me, but you know what? I'm gonna roll with it.
Maybe I need to sit up. Like, I need a pillow. Anyways, so I was telling Frederick that we were talking about Ephesians 4 and just that you have your own gift.
Yes.
And I don't even really know where I left off. I felt like Frederick has some wisdom on your gifting.
I think I do. I don't know. But we all have giftings, and that's number one. And it's hard to, I think it's hard to do that balance of like really focusing on.
He needs a graham cracker. Okay, back to just me. So I was talking about the feelings and all the feelings and all the things. And I was thinking like where these feelings come from, but who knows where they come from. But what that made me think of is recognizing your gifting and then just stop comparing your gifting to others or wishing that you had somebody else's gift. This year is not for that. We do not need copycats, guys. I have seen this so much in my life. Trying to fit yourself in a box to be like somebody else that you see succeeding in an area. You know what I'm talking about? Like when you're trying to be like somebody else.
Yeah, just because you see them do it a certain way, you feel like you gotta do this. I gotta be just like them. But the world don't need that.
No.
Just focus on your gifting, whatever that is. Hone it. Hone your craft. Because we don't need any more copycats. We got too much of that in the world already.
Yeah, like I mean, I feel like I mean, I'm usually not that person, but like I've been in situations where I thought I had to like be like something or kind of shrink back like in your voice or you know, talk like someone, or, I mean, I'm not like that anymore, but there was a season where you're just like, no one's gonna like what I have to offer.
Wow, you thought you had to fit in?
Well, I think it had a lot to do with my singing voice.
Oh.
Especially like in the worship world.
Do tell.
No, like I think there are beautiful artists in the worship leading world, but sometimes it feels like everyone's starting to sound the same.
Yeah.
And I don't think when someone pops on the scene that has a unique voice, everyone is like, oh my gosh. But then, like, in the four walls of the church, I don't even know why I'm going off on this.
I know.
But it feels like, you know, sometimes like, oh, you need to sound like this person. Or have this, like, sweet, innocent voice. Or sweet, like...
Just to be
that's
accepted,
just an example.
per se.
Yeah, just to be used. So then you're like, well, what do I need to do? But the point is...
When you do that, you're not being who God uniquely made you to be. You're not...
Exactly.
And then, in that sense, if you're not doing that, it's almost like you're downplaying the masterpiece that God created. That's you.
Yes.
And you're saying that God, what you created, isn't a masterpiece. It's flawed because it doesn't sound like that or look like that or come off across that kind of way. You're saying that, God, you didn't do as good with me. And I feel like you're insulting the creator in that regard. And everybody is a masterpiece and uniquely designed. And I think that's one of those scripture verses that says you've been hand knitted in the womb, created, wonderfully made, and you are a masterpiece. The last part I probably added, but whatever. you get the point. God created you to be uniquely who you are, exactly how you are, because He's so creative that the world needs every ounce of you and all of your giftings, and just thrive in that whatever giftings you have, because we all need it. That's gonna make the world go around.
World go round and round.
Round and round and round and round.
No, it's so true. So I think that's where Frederick and I are this year, just as far as 2020 is not holding back and not rehearsing if it's the time or not the time, because God's going to open doors and He's going to close doors, and if He directs our steps, we really have nothing to worry about. But there are people today you are meant to serve with your gift.
Yes.
At your job, in your home, with your friends. The internet makes it very easy as well. So,
and you're robbing somebody of the blessings, of the blessing that you are, or the blessing you could be to their life in that moment when they really need it, if you are not being true to your giftings that the Lord's put inside of you. So you need to exercise those giftings, those gifting
take
muscles.
The time to to actually practice whatever you're, you know, whether it's studying or practicing or just being bold and sharing. You know, we're all gifted in something. It doesn't actually have to be oh, I'm an artist or this. You could have a gift of encouragement.
Exactly.
You could have a gift with your words.
Your gift could be just smiling at people and making them feel loved and happy just through a smile. You just smile at someone and just brighten their day, then just keep smiling.
I call that,
just keep smiling.
Y'all, the best ministry out there is the cashier ministry.
Oh, yeah.
How many times do we check out somewhere in a day? And you can use your gifting right there, encouraging someone and making someone's day.
Yes, we all have gifts. They're all inside you. Zane's Zone is the gift of scream right now. And you know what? He's exercising it too. So y'all need to exercise y'all gifts.
Yes. To not be led by your feelings in your gifts. So, I think that is...
See that gifting on display right there? That gifting's on display.
I think that's a misconception, that if you have found your passion or your gift, that you will always feel like doing it. God handed us the gifts to move forward in them, okay? You don't need permission. You just need to be who God created you to be. I promise you have something. Like, you do. You have a gift. Like, you wake up and you are passionate about something, but like for me and singing, like I sing all day, but when it comes to like constructing a song or being present and like rehearsing a song or learning a song, those are just like, I wish I could just freely sing all day long. But the discipline part comes with actually being structured in it, which has been a journey for me because I want to be excellent at that craft. So that was a wake-up call for me like 6 years ago. I'm gonna end this video because that is enough. And that's what we were feeling for today. Feeling. Actually, I was not feeling this. This was totally the Lord, and that meant I had to put some makeup on and be semi-presentable for you guys because I care about you guys sharing what is inside. The world is moving forward because people are sharing their art and their craft and seeing the hard work and diligence. Like, we get to enjoy it. Like, it helps us move forward.
We all have gifts, so what's your gift? What's the gift inside you? And how do you plan on using that gift that the Lord's put inside of you to point people back to Him? That's the end of the goal. That's why the Lord gives you those gifts, not to look pretty, not to make a lot of money off it, but you can. But God wants you to use those gifts inside of you this year to encourage, to uplift, and to just point people to Jesus. That's what it's all about. So whatever your gift is, use it, believe in it, and just get out there and do that thing.
Keep on keeping on, and we'll see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you guys for joining us today. Okay, have a great week. Bye.